went back to the window. Presently the girl said, "Mother, I heard from Jim Masterton this morning. He wants to come over and see me." Mrs. St. Vincent laid down her pen and looked up sharply. "Here?" she exclaimed. "Well, we can't ask him to dinner at the Ritz very well," sneered Barbara. Her mother looked unhappy. Again she looked round the room with innate distaste. "You're right," said Barbara. "It's a disgusting place. Genteel poverty. Sounds all right. A whitewashed cottage in the country, shabby chintzes of good design, bowls of roses, Crown Derby tea service that you wash up yourself. That's what it's like in books. In real life, with the sun starting on the bottom rung of office life, it means London. Frowsy landladies, dirty children on the stairs, haddocks for breakfasts that aren't quite, and so on." "If only," began Mrs. St. Vincent, "but really, I'm beginning to be afraid we can't even afford this room much longer." "That means a bed-sitting room. Horror for you and me," said Barbara, "and a cupboard under the tiles for Rupert. And when Jim comes to call, I'll receive him in that dreadful room downstairs with tabbies all round the walls, knitting and staring at us and coughing that dreadful kind of gulping cough they have." There was a pause. "Barbara," said Mrs. St. Vincent at last, would you—" She stopped, flushing a little. "You needn't be delicate, Mother," said Barbara. "Nobody is nowadays. Marry Jim, I suppose you mean. I would like a shot if he asked me, but I'm so awfully afraid he won't." "Oh, Barbara, dear." "Well, it's one thing seeing me out there with Cousin Amy, moving, as they say in novelettes, in the best society. He did take a fancy to me. Now he'll come here and see me in this. And he's a funny creature, you know. Fastidious and old-fashioned. I rather like him for that. It reminds me of Anstey's and the village. Everything 100 years behind the times, but so, I don't know, so fragrant, like lavender." She laughed, half ashamed of her eagerness. Mrs. St. Vincent spoke with a kind of earnest simplicity. "I should like you to marry Jim Masterton," she said. "He is one of us. He's very well off also, but that I don't mind so much about." "I do," said Barbara. "I'm sick of being hard up." "But, Barbara, it isn't only for that?" "No. I do really. Oh, Mother, can't you see I do?" Mrs. St. Vincent looked very unhappy. "I wish he could see you in your proper setting, darling," she said wistfully. "Oh, well," said Barbara. "Why worry? We might as well try and be cheerful about things. Sorry I've had such a grouch. Cheer up, darling." She bent over her mother, kissed her forehead lightly, and went out. Mrs. St. Vincent, relinquishing all attempts at finance, sat down on the uncomfortable sofa. Her thoughts ran round in circles, like squirrels in a cage. One may say what one likes. Appearances do put a man off. And not later, not if they were really engaged. He'd know then what a sweet, dear girl she is. It's so easy for young people to take the tone of their surroundings. Rupert, now he's quite different from what he used to be. Not that I want my children to be stuck up. That's not it a bit. But I should hate it if Rupert got engaged to that dreadful girl in the tobacconist's. I dare say she may be a very nice girl, really, but she's not our kind. It's all so difficult. Poor little Babs. If I could do anything, but where's the money to come from? We've sold everything to give Rupert his start. We really can't even afford this." To distract herself, Mrs. St. Vincent picked up the Morning Post and glanced down the advertisements on the front page. Most of them she knew by heart. People who wanted capital. People who had capital and were anxious to dispose of it on note of hand alone. People who wanted to buy teeth. She always wondered why. People who wanted to sell furs and gowns, and who had optimistic ideas on the subject of price. Suddenly, she shifted to attention. Again and again she read the printed words.